Do you understand what it means by this expression f of x equals 4x cubed minus sine x plus 5 ln x? Remember the lecturer said it goes in an exponential function and that continues on to infinity. Do you remember that? Sorry? No, I didn't get it. What about this gear simplification here we have this gear in motion. It rotates in an anti-clockwise direction, that rotates in a clockwise direction. What do you think will be the motion of this gear here? It's starting to make sense. The motion of the gear is anti-clockwise from your view. Yo, Richard, what are you doing there? Well, I just fixed the gear. Now I'm fixing the brake. Yeah, initially they were hard to do, but right now I have it figured out. They're pretty much good to go. Apart from the spoiler that fell down. We are good. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. It looks good at the moment. Fair play. How did you do that? Ah, now I get it. Hmm. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. So one of the issues we're having when we're going through our problem solving or need finding was the fact that elderly people were having issue with mobility. Next. So according to the demographics, 48% whatsoever blah, 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 people are suffering with this. Next. And this also with the solution that we came up with, this is the market size and the market need for this product. As you can see here, we have size next with time, and it shows an increasing need for this product. And I think this product will really set the market in a very positive way. Thank you. One of the ways to improve your logical thinking and critical thinking skills is obviously to look at engineering system. I have a very simplified model of maybe an engineering system, but by taking apart these components and looking at the system or how this came about, you can understand a great deal about how engineering system works, right? For example, although this is a simple model, you could get way complicated model. You could even open your TV. Stuff like this, they help you your critical and logical thinking skills. Now, that's just the practical aspect. We still have these guys. How do you improve on that? Well, one of the things you have to do is by understanding what the maths is saying rather than memorizing, right? That's a key. And I talk about how memorization and understanding differs in my other videos. So check that out. How to improve your practical skills as an engineer. I think one of the first things you have to admit is that there's a difference between number and actual work in an engineering field, right? I think most people are very good at this, and some people aren't so good at that, or vice versa. Some people are good at this and not so good at that. I think the nice combination you could have for yourself is to have both, yeah? And the way you could do this practically is by understanding some of this and applying it right away, yeah? Like I talk about here on this channel. You want to get that information and then apply it in the practical world, or pick up any object you can apply it on. Yeah, and I think that's how you strengthen your practical skills and you become more like a real world inner genius, so to speak, rather than mostly theory. I think that's a fantastic advice. All right, how do you improve your creativity? Some people think creativity is something you're born with or not born with. Well, here's my idea on it. I think creativity is something that we are all born with, but some people can consciously develop it past just the natural level, right? Such that they are accessing different part of their mind. And we've seen engineers in the past use this as a tool to develop great ideas, right? And if you want to develop other aspects of your creativity or develop other aspects of your mind, of course you can do that. The tools I do not have yet, but I think that's something worth exploring from your angle, right? Just how do you improve your communication skills? Well, the only way to improve it is to practice, practice, fail, more practice, fail, maybe fail again, and then still fail again. So that's the only way you're going to get over that hump. Now, I don't want to make that sound like a discouragement, but actually communication could be a nice thing. It is a nice thing, communicating your ideas, especially as an engineer. I know most engineers rather not worry about their soft skills, and they rather just be in front of some cubicle in some desert where they are isolated. But I do encourage you that this is actually a nice thing, and the more you put yourself out there, the more this is going to become easier for you. Definitely worth putting in the effort. All right. So how exactly do you get better at problem solving? Well, the answer is very simple. Solve more problems. It's that damn simple. The bigger the problem, the better the payoff. That is, you get much better at solving problems, right? And also the payoff and the dividends is way better. That's about it I have to say in this video. Guys, thanks for listening, and I shall see you later.